That's cool.
What did you make of the game?
Well, my friend, it was I would say it's an all right performance. I wouldn't say it was the greatest. If it was the greatest, we would have gone up by 2-0, and I honestly thought that would have been a very good performance. But again, I don't know if it's Jose's way of life, because I don't know what he's doing, but he decides to hold on. He tells the lads to hold on, and I don't think he should be doing that. He should be bringing on more subs, attacking subs, I should say, like Jedson Fernandez, and Ndombele. But then yet again, if there is something going on behind the scenes that we don't know, then that's obviously a good enough reason to keep him on the bench. And yeah, I think we should have gone 2-0 up really if we pushed for that, which some of the players did. Then yet some of the players didn't, and you could just see who isn't doing it. You could automatically see, okay, this player isn't doing that. Why isn't he coming off? Jose isn't taking them off. It took nearly 70 minutes. Can you believe that? 70 minutes for a substitution to happen.
Longer than that, I think. It was like 76, I think, was the first one.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jose likes to take his time, but now's not the time to take your time. Now's the time to put on an attacking midfielder or something like that and get that final goal. Because trust me, Carlo Ancelotti isn't just going to be chilling on the side. Yes, he was sobbing on the bench for like the past 8 minutes of the game. But at the end of the day, Everton are in a way like us. In a sense, they're like us. They're not only battling for like Europa, because obviously Champions League is done. There's no chance at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry to all the Spurs fans who are watching this who think we have a chance. We don't. All right, get out of your heads.
I'm not sure there are many left, but they're dying out. They're dying out.
No, yeah, they're going extinct, mate. It's just a very unfortunate time. But quite simply, Everton and Sheffield and all of that, they're battling for Europa, and we're battling for Europa. And I don't understand why there's so many Spurs fans saying, "Oh, we shouldn't do Europa League. Oh, if we stay out of it, we could focus on the FA Cup and stuff like that," which I do get. But we need the finances. We can't just sit back and then allow other teams like Sheffield United, who like 3 seasons ago, they were in League One. And it's just mental that. And for the past 3 years, we haven't spent nothing besides earlier this season. And we've just allowed League One clubs to crawl up our backs. And it's just like, okay, what's going on? I thought we were pushing for the Champions League, the Premier League. It's mental. I'd love to get your opinion on it. What's your opinion on the past 5 years?
Yeah, my opinion on the past 5 years of Spurs is it's a massive shame that under Pochettino, when we were at our best, that we didn't kick on and win a trophy. I think the main reason we didn't win a trophy under Pochettino is mainly down to Daniel Levy. I would say he's mostly at fault. However, objectively, from an objective standpoint, Daniel Levy has done so much good for the club, and he's also part of the reason why we're now one of the top clubs in Europe and seen as one of the top clubs in Europe. So it goes both ways, but. I think the past 5 years, I think you just look back at it with a lot of regret. I do. Actually, at the time, you're thinking, "Oh, we're building on something so massive, and we're gonna lead us into consistent title challenges." And to see it peter away as it has done this season is a massive shame. And obviously, the breaking point was the Champions League final, where since then, I think the players have lost belief that it's ever going to happen for them. And we've definitely needed refreshing of the squad. We've needed it all throughout those 5 years, and it's gone a bit stale. And that's kind of what's happened. And I think we do have good players, but we just need some freshening up in a lot of key areas. And I think with time, Mourinho can be successful, but whether he'll get the time and the resources is just always the big question.
Yeah, as you just said, some of the players' attitudes are going completely stale, and the club in general. So, again, I'm still shocked that we didn't bring in Dybala, regardless on what his idea was on staying in Italy or not. We were close at signing Dybala. We were close at signing Bruno Fernandes. And I don't know if it's just Daniel Levy. I also think it's Enoch, the guys behind the scenes. Mm-hmm. Joe Lewis, I believe that's his name. They're completely irrelevant to us because we don't care about the board. We care about the money that's coming in. But yeah, we were close to signing top talent players who have now One stayed in Italy, and now one's gone to Manchester United and proved that he's a very top quality midfielder. And it's all because we didn't spend money, the right amount of money, regardless on the stadium, on anything like that that's going on behind the scenes. From a business standpoint, I respect Daniel Levy. I can't believe what he's done for the club. He's brought in a massive stadium that we could never dream of 5 years ago, but we got it. But now's the football, and I think there's a lot of passionate fans and are demanding like the types of Bruno Fernandes to come in and prove themselves to be, a good fit for Tottenham Hotspur. But at this moment in time, we don't have the money. Well, yet again, we did, but we've unfortunately, we spent wisely, but then unfortunately, some of them haven't turned out to be what we thought they were going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just the upsetting bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's where Levy could point to, isn't it? Yeah, he could always point to, well, I bought Soldado for 30 million. Look how that turned out. I've just broken your transfer record on Tonki Ndombele. You don't even play him. Why in this summer, when it's been, the coronavirus is here, it's been there's been a loss of 200 million in profits or in revenue for Tottenham going to the summer, and he's looking at his most expensive signing. He's probably thinking, why would I splash out this summer? Give me a reason.
Exactly. It's
so
crazy.
What are we going to do?
We've invested quite a lot in the team. And I hate it that a lot of Spurs fans are saying, "Oh, we haven't invested." But this season we have, and we started to. And at least that's a good positive to take in, that we've started this season with a lot of good signings. It's just unfortunate that we had a lot of injuries and a lot of the players unhappy right now. And for some reason, we don't know.
What did you make of? I want to get your opinion on the halftime incident. Between
Son and Lloris.
Yeah, if you thought that was a positive. Mourinho seems to think it was a positive. Apparently, he said it was a beautiful sight. I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I've just read that in the comments somewhere. Obviously, it clearly got under Son's skin, but I thought he came out a better player in the second half, so maybe you could argue it worked. What did you make of the whole incident?
Honestly, when I was watching it, I was just like, this is not Hugo Lloris and Son. I looked at them and I was like, I have never seen Son, trying to barge into Lloris, and Lo Celso and Winks and that are trying to hold them back. It was mental. I couldn't believe it. I understand why Lloris was angry. I mean, it was a clear reason why he was angry. You can understand that when it was explained at half time. But yeah, I've never seen that from Lloris, which is, in a good sense, I think it was good. But there was also a thing in the back of my mind whilst I was grabbing myself a drink at half time. I nearly spilt my drink, because I was quivering, because I couldn't believe that just happened. And then number two, what if this affects the team's morale going into the rest of the half? I'd be terrified. I think every single Spurs fan. I went on a Instagram post that a fan page posted, right? And every single comment was like, what was Son and Lloris all about? I think that's how shocking it was. And it must have been shocking to Son and Lloris and Jose Mourinho. I would love to hear what it was like in the locker room after that incident. I would have loved to see it. I would have paid money to see it.
From Mourinho said, it's beautiful. It's probably a consequence of our meetings. If you want to blame someone for that, it's me. I was critical of the boys. They were not critical enough with themselves. I asked them to be more demanding of each other. And that's what I was saying before the game. That's what was my reaction to this. Is I thought this was definitely a reaction to what Mourinho was saying in midweek, and clearly Mourinho is confirming that, because Mourinho was talking a lot about the change in mentality of the team after the defeat to Sheffield United, and he said he doesn't get pissed off when our team loses due to mistakes, but what he does get pissed off is when he feels like we could have given more, and that's what he wants to change, that kind of mentality in the team. And clearly Lloris felt Son could have given more, and maybe a couple of years ago he wouldn't have done it. He did that today. I think that's a case of mentality potentially changing within the team.
Hopefully. I mean, hopefully, if this is what we need now to get that extra edge, then that's what we need to do. We need to demand more from our players, and the players need to demand more from themselves. That's how we're going to get the Europa League spot.
What do you think of Toby Alderweireld today, coming into the defence, and we kept a clean sheet? That was his first game since the restart.
when I saw Toby Alderweireld's name on the team sheet, well, on the lineup on Instagram earlier today, I nearly dropped my phone in excitement. I was so happy to see him back. It was absolutely brilliant to see that perfect slick hair just back in the middle of our defence. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, he played well, didn't he? I thought Spurs defensively, people happy with performance, going forward. I thought defensively we were on point today, and we didn't give Everton any encouragement. And I thought we no mistakes, which there have been a lot of mistakes since the restart defensively, all the whole season. So I think it was a step in the right direction in that sense.
I got one question for you. Does it feel like Eric Dyer is doing some WWE moves on Ben Davies recently?
Ben Davies?
If nobody watching this understands what my question was about, the past 2 games, Ben Davies has been bodied by Eric Dyer just coming out of nowhere, taking the clearance.
I did see some clips of that. I haven't seen that. No, I haven't noticed.
You didn't see it? It was. I think it was near the near earlier in the second half. Ben Davies was marking his man. He was going to head it. Then Eric Dyer just flies out of nowhere and bashes it. And Eric Dyer just falls on the Ben Davies falls on the floor.
Haven't seen that. No, I have to take another look at that. But hopefully Ben Davies is all right. But Dyer's a big unit, isn't he? And he's performing well as well. Another good performance today. I know he had a bad game against Sheffield United, but I thought he turned it around again today, Eric Dyer.
To be fair, the boys could have done a lot better, every single one of them. We can't just blame it on the defence. We can blame that game on the morale. It was just a very bad day. Yeah.
That was a shocking day. We got Arsenal coming up. Before that, we got Bournemouth. Would you like us to rest everyone for that Bournemouth game, or do you still think we need to get that win?
Honestly, I'd take any win. I don't care how we win. We just got to win. It doesn't matter now in terms of who we got on the field. If they have the mentality and the right attitude to go out there and get the points, then that's who I want to put on. And I just want to say that I really hope that we can see Gedson Fernandes play a few more games, because I saw him on the bench earlier today and he just didn't look happy. And, he's going to be here for the next 12 months after the season ends. You want to see a bit more from him. He's a young lad and he's wasting his time being at our club. It's a sad truth to say. It's a sad truth to admit.
I don't really see a place in the team for him, to be honest. Where would you play him?
Oh, that depends on the formation that Jose wants to play, because we've been playing the 4-2-3-1, but tonight we played the 4-4-3.
4-3-3, yeah.
Sorry, no, the 4-3-3. There you go. Right. So we played the 4-3-3, and I was so excited because I've always wanted to see Tottenham pull off this with the team that we have, and I would love to see a midfield filled with Gedson Fernandes, Moussa Sissoko, and Giovanni Lo Celso. To me, that's creative. That's dangerous. It's beautiful. Just imagine it. It's amazing.
Haven't seen many people calling for Gedson yet. So you're a first.
Yeah, well, first one has to stand out, right? So
fair enough. Harrison, it's been a pleasure having you on. Hope to see you again soon.
It's been a pleasure, mate.
Really good having you on, man.
I will look out for the next videos, mate.
Sure, Thursday.
Enjoy yourself.
Come on.
All right.
Nice to see you, man.
Tell that.